Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today's adventure, I am going to take you through my choices for the top most amazing, most luxurious hotel rooms in all of Disney World. Let's do it. Okay, so I love hotels. That is one of the biggest reasons I started this channel, because I've loved hotels my whole life. I love staying at hotels. I love everything about them. I love trying new hotels, and I especially love hotels at Disney World. As you, I'm sure, already know, there are so many different places to try to stay at Disney World, and truthfully, one is better than the next, than the next, than the next, and it is so difficult to kind of compare and contrast them. But I have been fortunate enough and lucky enough to have stayed at almost every single deluxe resort at Disney World. And honestly, it has been such an amazing experience to try all of these different resorts and pick out what I believe are the most luxurious places to stay at Disney World. And when I'm saying that, I'm talking about the rooms itself. So let's get started. My pick for number 7 of one of the most luxurious rooms in all of Disney World is the Fort Wilderness Cabins. Now, I know when you think cabin, you do not think luxurious. You do not think, high-end, like deluxe. This cabin is luxurious. Now, these cabins were just redone about a year ago, so they are all brand spanking new. They are absolutely beautiful. I am not a camper. I am a glamper if there ever was one, especially if glamping involves a hotel in a forest. But these cabins really speak to me. I just think the upgrade that they have done is so amazing. It is absolutely beautiful. And truthfully, like all of the upgrades within it just make it that much more comfortable and relaxing, which is what I think you want when you go to Fort Wilderness. And yet you still feel like you are absolutely out in nature. So everything from the brand new kitchen appliances to the pull down bed to the beautiful bedroom. I think before, I'm not even sure if they had a TV in the bedroom. Of course, now they do. And of course, the bathrooms are completely redone and absolutely beautiful and luxurious. And they've added these floor to ceiling windows in the living room, which gives you this beautiful panorama of all the woods and the forest around you, and really sort of makes you feel like you are really out in the wilderness. And the patios are beautiful. They're super clean, super comfortable. I literally love them. And truthfully, before those cabins were redone, I stayed at Fort Wilderness, and I was like, I'm not very comfortable here. The beds weren't comfortable, the living area. It was very dated, but it was kind of nostalgic and iconic, and I get that. But now, and I was thinking before, I was like, I'm not sure if I'm going to stay here again, but now, this is next level in luxury. So if you want that sort of wilderness luxury, the Fort Wilderness Cabins are the way to go. Okay, next up on my list, number 6 for the most luxurious room in all of Disney World is not a surprise at all. It is the Grand Floridian theme park view. Oh my gosh, I can't say enough about how much I love the Grand Floridian. I became a DVC member. That is my home hotel. So I literally own a part of the Grand Floridian. I love it so much. It is the ultimate in luxury when it comes to Disney. When you think of luxury and you think of Disney, it's the Grand Floridian. It is such a classic, iconic resort hotel. It's at the top of everyone's list, I'm sure, just because it is absolutely gorgeous in every way. And it is on the monorail loop for the Magic Kingdom. It just doesn't get any better. So when you check in to this theme park view room, the view of the Seven Seas Lagoon and the Polynesian on one side, the Contemporary across the lake, and then of course the Magic Kingdom and the castle and the monorail. It is beyond words. Staying in this theme park view is amazing. It really is amazing. Now, of course, as I'm sure you could assume, it is a very expensive room. Even if it's just a standard room, it's still very expensive. All of those rooms have been completely redone in the last year or two, and they are so beautifully decorated and themed to Mary Poppins. They are clean, they are white, they are lovely. Everything about them is gorgeous, but that view is amazing. And honestly, sitting out there on that balcony overlooking Seven Seas Lagoon and watching the fireworks is next level. I mean, it's hard to believe it's number 6, but it truly is. I mean, you think it would be number 1. That's how many great ones there are. But honestly, it is iconic for a reason, because it is just that good. Okay, so my number 5 pick for the most luxurious hotel room in Disney World is the Boardwalk, the theme park view. Now, I love the Boardwalk. I've grown to love the Boardwalk. I didn't used to love the Boardwalk. Now, a lot of the rooms in there, I will be honest, they are in the process of being updated, but they have just redone the DVC 1-bedroom theme park view rooms, and they are gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So for me, it's all about view. Like, it's all about sitting out there on that balcony overlooking the lagoon there. I mean, and basically you are right on the boardwalk. And there's just life and energy, and there's performers that come out, and there's people playing games, and you're watching, on top of it, you're watching the boats go in and out, those friendship boats. And then, to make things even more amazing, you see the Epcot fireworks from your room, which is next level amazing. And that really doesn't happen at very many resorts over there, like Yacht and Beach Club. It's sort of on the other side, so you don't really get that view of the fireworks. But those rooms that have the theme park view, they're basically right on the boardwalk. You look down and there's all the restaurants and the games and the performers and everything. And at night, you sit out on that balcony and watch those Epcot fireworks. Wow, absolutely amazing. Okay, so number 4 for my most luxurious Disney World room is, of course, the Beach Club. I love, 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 love this resort so much. Truthfully, it is the location that is so wonderful, because I love Epcot so much, and you basically get out of bed and can roll right into Epcot. I mean, it's no joke. It is the closest resort to Epcot that you can get. But I will tell you, I stayed in a room that had a water view that literally blew my mind. It was one of the most beautiful water view rooms that you can get at the Beach Club Resort. Now, I'll show you the room number. There's the room number. And basically, it is on the front end of the resort. And you go out and your balcony is overlooking all the water and all the friendship boats coming and going. And basically at night, all of the boardwalk lights up, and having that view with the boardwalk lit up and the boats coming and going, it is so magical. I mean, it's one of those rooms that when you get in there and you see this view, you're like, I just want to sit out here. I don't want to leave. Like, this is so gorgeous. Like, it's kind of amazing. So honestly, I will tell you this though. There are some water view rooms in both the yacht and the beach club that are not great. I actually checked into one time. I became so obsessed with this water view. I had to have it all the time, of course. This is the problem that happens. You get very spoiled. But I checked into a water view room one time, and I literally was like tucked into the corner and facing the other side of the building with like a corner water view if you looked out to the corner. So they're all very different, and if you can, try to request, within those the room number that I just showed you, and there's like a row within there. And basically what you can do, they of course will always tell you they cannot guarantee this room when you're making your reservation. But what I like to do is when I get there, just go right to the front desk, and they'll have probably assigned you a room, which is totally fine. But just go right to the front desk and say, this is the room I'm dreaming of staying in, and they'll show you the map. And picking from that whole row of rooms, it doesn't matter what floor you're on, they're all incredible. But that row that's literally facing the water, front and center of the resort, is hands down the best water view room in all of the yacht and beach clubs. So I highly recommend that, and usually you get lucky and they can accommodate you. I've had it now several times. So there you go. Now, number 3 is going to be no surprise at what a spectacular room this is, but I have a very, very secret tip on exactly what room you want. So my number 3 for the most luxurious hotel room in all of Disney World is the Savannah room at Animal Kingdom Lodge. So there's a lot of Savannah rooms in both Kidani Village and Jumbo House. I always prefer Jumbo House. I feel like there's more animals, there's more life there, there's more things going on. And the truth is like the Savannah rooms are expensive. They are a lot more expensive than all of the other rooms, which makes perfect sense. But just like with the water view over at Beach Club, there is a huge discrepancy on different types of Savannah rooms and how good or bad your view can be. So for instance, the hotel is shaped like a U, and if you are sort of in the, in the middle of the U, you're going to be much farther away in terms of the Savannah from the animals coming through. So I've stayed in some of those rooms, and it's kind of shocking how you don't really get to see that much. But I've got a room where you are guaranteed non-stop animal sightings all day long, guaranteed. And here you go. So this particular room is literally at the very, very tip end of the U. Okay, it's the one over here. So what happens is it is a very far walk from the lobby. I will just prepare you. That is something that you have to be comfortable with. But this room is literally front and center to the fence and the sort of the entrance and exit for all the animals in the Savannah to go to sleep at night, to wake up in the morning, and this is where their food is. So basically what happens is twice a day, they ring the dinner bell for the animals, and the animals the entire Savannah of animals, they all gather at this fence waiting for the fence to open for them to get their food. So literally in front of your room for hours, these animals are all gathered, hanging out, waiting, and you can just sit there and watch them. To me, it is the definition of what the Savannah room is all about. And when you get this type of room, I swear there is no question that the Savannah room is 1 billion% worth the money. I mean, this is an experience unlike anything else you're going to find anywhere except for Africa. It is so absolutely amazing to be sitting out there on that balcony and watching these just enormous giraffes walk by. And it's just mind-blowing, and it is so incredibly peaceful and gorgeous, and I mean, it's just mind-blowing. And frankly, that is the best Savannah room as far as I have seen, and I've stayed there a lot and tried different rooms. I even stayed at the ultimate 3-bedroom humongous penthouse suite. It had a pool table, it had a huge living room. I used my DVC points to try this room out for one night, and honestly, the view was nothing compared to this particular Savannah room, because for that big penthouse, you're actually at the very, very top, and it's got that thatched roof that kind of hangs over. You're really far from the animals, and it's not like situated in the best location in terms of seeing the animals. I mean, for me, staying at the Animal Kingdom Lodge is all about seeing the animals and connecting with them. And to wake up in the morning in this particular Savannah room, and you go out there and they're all gathered right in front of you. It's really, and it is so adorable. They truly do ring the dinner bell and they show up. It is the cutest thing you've ever seen, and it is absolutely amazing. Now it's time for number 2 of the most luxurious rooms in all of Disney World. This one is a huge surprise to me. And I am not kidding that the moment I stayed here and walked into this room, I was so blown away. It has become one of my absolute favorite experiences and memories staying in Disney World. That's how good this one is. So number 2 is the Wilderness Lodge Cabins. Now, when I say cabin, this is not a cabin. This is a full-fledged like chalet type house. It's the most luxurious version of like a log cabin that you're going to stay in the wilderness, and it is absolutely at the highest level of luxury. You walk in and there is just this huge high ceiling with wood beams and gorgeous luxurious furniture and a huge fireplace, and the whole front wall is covered in windows. And you go out onto the porch and there is a hot tub right there, and next to it this beautiful wood picnic table, and it's all screened in, and you are literally right on the water of Seven Seas Lagoon, watching the gorgeous boats go back and forth. You can see the fireworks. Make sure it's a fireworks view. We're talking about the best of the best here. You can see the fireworks at night from this room. It is the epitome of luxury. Now, this is a 3-bedroom, so it is perfect for families. And I mean, you've got your barbecue, you know, down the little pathway there, a full kitchen, and it's really big, very comfortable. But I just feel like it is the epitome of luxury. I actually spent Halloween night there a year or 2 ago, and if you didn't see it, go back and watch that video, because it was so much fun to be there, and you're sitting there watching like scary movies at night in this beautiful cabin with the fireplace going. Oh my gosh, I love this room so much. And I didn't really know Wilderness Lodge very well. You know, I hadn't really stayed there before, and again, I booked that room with DVC points. It is extremely expensive, but if you just check, and if you want to stay there one night, obviously if you're a DVC member, you can really make that happen, which is amazing. Which, by the way, has given me the benefit of trying like all of these rooms, not all of them, but most of them, because I would not pay $4,000, $3,000 a night for something like that. But some people would, and some people can, and good for them, honestly. But I am telling you, this room is the epitome of luxury Disney. So you got to check it out. Now, before I reveal my number 1 pick for the most luxurious hotel room in all of Disney World, I want to give a shout out to honorable mentions to 2 other hotels that did not make the list, just for whatever reason. And one of them is the Dolphin Resort. It is absolutely beautiful. If you haven't seen my video, go check it out for the Dolphin. Oh my gosh, the restaurants there are amazing. It is so fun. It is super close to Hollywood Studios. It is right on that boat path. And it is a beautiful hotel. Now, it's more of a convention hotel, so it's not as Disney-fied as the rest of them. But I'm telling you, the Dolphin Resort has one of the most incredible theme park view rooms ever. Now, you're a bit far back, but if you get a theme park view, which is the room you want to book, again, a little bit more expensive, you will see the most incredible view of the fireworks at Epcot. And I don't know if a lot of people even think of the Dolphin, when they think of Disney hotels. It is a Disney sister hotel. It is part of it. But this view to the Epcot fireworks is absolutely gorgeous. And highly recommend it. Honorable mention. Another honorable mention I'd like to say is the Bay Lake Tower. Now, of course, when you look at a map and you're like, well, what could be any closer other than staying inside of Cinderella's castle? It's Bay Lake Tower. So Bay Lake Tower is a DVC resort. It is connected to the Contemporary. I actually spent some DVC points and stayed at one of their big penthouses. I think it was a huge 3-bedroom. Now, the reason that I didn't put this one on the list, I'm not a huge fan of this resort. It's very, what's the word? Boring? No, it's just not themed. I mean, there's really nothing to it. It's a hotel, but man, oh man, is the view from the Bay Lake Tower, theme park view, again, it's amazing. I mean, you're right there. You have the most incredible view of the fireworks, and that is so special. And so if you're looking for the absolute best view of those Cinderella Castle fireworks, it's Bay Lake Tower. Just be prepared. The room is fine. Okay, here we go. Now it is time for my absolute number one pick of the most luxurious hotel room in all of Disney World. And it's probably no huge surprise, but it is the bungalows on the water at the Polynesian Resort. Now, this is a true definition of a bucket list room. I can't tell you how unbelievable this room is. I truly thought nothing was going to be the Wilderness Lodge cabin for me, and I had yet to stay at the bungalow and again use my DVC points. When I walked in to this bungalow that is sitting on the water of Seven Seas Lagoon, overlooking all of Seven Seas Lagoon and the boats going in and out and Cinderella's castle in the distance, it's mind-blowing. It's just mind-blowing. I mean, that's literally all there is to it. You are literally on the water. It has got the most beautiful, luxurious living room and a huge dining area and a full kitchen. And you walk out onto that balcony that is on the water, and you've got a plunge pool that is so wonderful to just relax and sit in. And of course, the beautiful patio furniture. You just want to sit out there just for hours. This is truly one of those rooms that you just don't want to leave. And you want to have your meals there. I mean, the parks are almost beside the point because it is so absolutely gorgeous and lovely to stay there. And the way that it's decorated is just next level of that sort of tropical luxury feel that you get. And I don't know, that's the one. That's the one for me. I was like, not beating this one. It's just not going to happen. So that one is truly a bucket list room, and I cannot recommend it enough. Okay, so that is my list for the most luxurious rooms in all of Disney World. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you soon.